Say, do what you can, where you are with what you have, and never be satisfied.
Anticipation is the ultimate advantage in business and in life.
Like, you're not 100% sure what could happen if you keep going.
You can do it. Tomorrow is going to be better.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Today, my friend and I will talk about ethical in public speaking. Ethical public speaking is not just a one-time event. It does not happen in a 5-minute presentation in our classroom or in front of our co-worker. It is a process that we must go through it. When we speak to an audience, there is a responsibilities that we must fulfill it. In this study, we have done a meeting discussion with Professor Datuk Dr. Harlina Haliza Haji Siraj from Universiti Kebangsaan Malaysia. Followed by that, my friend will talk about the theory part, the practical part and the argumentative part.
My name is Nur Fariha binti Ahmad. My metric number is 1181253. Okay, the theoretical part of ethics from perspective law 1971, the terms ethics come from Greek word ethos, which means personality, spirit and attitude of individual or community. According to the Oxford Dictionary, as a set of moral standards by which human action can be judged as good or evil, right or wrong, and the rules of behavior recognized in relation to a specific class of human action. Besides that, from Islamic perspective, ethics can be described on the basis of Islamic source as good principle and values. Finally, ethical communication is fundamental to responsible thinking, decision making and the development of relationships and communities within and across contexts, culture, channels and media. Moreover, ethical communication enhances human worth and dignity by fostering truthfulness, fairness, responsibility, personal integrity and respect for self and others.
Next is plagiarism. According to Lucas Stephen, he defines plagiarism as to present another person's language or ideas as your own, to give the impression you have written or taught something yourself when you have actually taken it from someone else. Whether plagiarism can occur in public speaking? So, in general, plagiarism is the result of the author's work, knowledge, or ideas taken, imitated, disseminated, and stolen without stating the real author and claiming to be his own idea, whether it's occur in writing activities or public speaking. Next, in Islamic perspective, the fuqaha define one's right as power over something and the power to use it or utilize according to it as they wish and make others not entitled to the thing except with Shara reasons.
Next, we continue to public speaking. Website et al. 2012 defined that public speaking have 3 key elements rely on a public speaking course, which is the speaker, the audience, and the message. Efficient public speaking means knowing and reorganizing the audience, speaking targets, selecting elements for the speech that our audience will be engaged with our presentation, and skillful execution of our message. In Islamic perspective, public speaking also can define the way of da'wah. Da'wah is one of the noble action of all Muslims, each according to his ability. A good speaker is a speaker who speak the truth. According to Surah Taubah, verse 119, A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu taqullaha wa kunu ma'as-sadiqin, means, O believers, be mindful of Allah and be truthful. In a public speaking, we have to deliver a truth words and good words to our audience.
The parts focused on argumentative in this report are public speaking, plagiarism, and ethics. The author of Success Public Speaking's book defined the theoretical of public speaking is a process, an art, and an act of making speech before an audience. Alright, public speaking can be categorized in two perspectives, which is conventional perspective and Islamic perspective. The conventional perspective defines public speaking as a platform to speak to a group or giving a formal lecture, intentional, manner designed to educate, influence, or entertain a listening audience, while the Islamic perspective defines that public speaking is the same meaning with da'wah, which is to speak over many people, and da'wah is defined as communicating and telling the right path, guiding and showing the path to religion Islam. According to Professor Dr. Halina in our interview session, she said that did not have any differences in terms of conventional perspective and Islamic perspective for public speaking. Islamic perspective, for sure, adding the argue like the verses of Al-Quran and Al-Hadith. In conclusion, to argue on public speaking, it is clear that what is studied through theoretical study finds that there are similarities with the practical part. The theory used is similar to what is applied in public speaking. The only difference in the content presented by the presenter, either in the form of a conventional perspective or an Islamic perspective.
As we know, plagiarism is such unethical habits or attitude in public speaking. Synonymy, ethics, and public speaking are related, and all speakers need to consider about it. Because Stephen defines plagiarism is to present another person's language or ideas as your own, to give the impressions you have written or talked something by yourself, when you have actually taken it from someone else. According Prof. Datuk Dr. Halina Haliza, she also argues that plagiarism is unethical habit toward in terms of public speaking. In addition, public speakers are well known in society and have responsibility as a role model toward the audience. When delivering speech, speaker must concern about the fact of information that they want to deliver. In Islam, plagiarism is not allowed because it is like you are lying to other people. Islam also provides guidelines when you want something but not yours, you must ask the permissions from the owner. It is same situation in this plagiarism context. As Muslim, getting blessed from Allah are our priority. So be careful whenever you started doing everything.
The practical part of interviewed questions of number 3, 4 and 7 have been simplified from Prof. Dr. Halina Halisa Haji Siraj. The questions of number 3 is about the ethical language. The language aspect in public speaking is most important, which is medium of communication that should be respected. Prof. Dr. Halina has been practiced the Thailand's language in Patani when she gives talk in front of her audience. The audience feels proud and attracted to her when she makes the speech interesting. The questions of number 4 is about the effectiveness of public speaking. The effective of public speaking can be done through getting feedback, either formal or informal feedback ways. Prof. Dr. Halina have given talk in iTeam FM and she getting feedback from her netizens in comments about the time schedule of her talk. The questions of number 7 is about charismatic personality. The charismatic personality as a magnet to influence from audience to speaker. The charismatic personality can be seen through Adolf Hitler, which he is orator and charismatic leader in Germany.
So that's all for our video presentation. As you can see, ethical in public speaking is a form of power. It carry out a heavy responsibility. So I hope you guys get a good thing from this video and can apply it in our public speaking, insyaAllah. That's all from us. InsyaAllah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.